Suicune is dominating Pokemon Pocket, but what if I told you that the perfect counter already existed? Introducing Raikou EX. Its move Voltaic Bullet does 60 damage for 2 energy, but also does 10 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And its ability, Legendary Pulse, allows you to draw a card at the end of your turn every turn as long as Raikou remains in the active spot. Pair that with self-ramping cards like Zeraora and Tapu Koko EX to flood the field with lightning energy and Pikachu EX to deal with troublesome Pokemon, and you have a deck as devastating as it is fast. Here's the deck list. Let's go ahead, hop into some battles, and I can show you just how dominant this deck is. Alright, here we go, our first battle. Let's get it. Going first. That's what's up. Going up against water too, so maybe. We're going first. We don't have the Raikou, so we'll start with the Tapu. See what we're playing before we drop the Zeraora. Oh! Golden Mantike! That was loud. And then, of course, there's our Raikou. Alright. We'll Professor here. Pokeball and an Elemental Switch. Pokeball. Pikachu. How you doing? Alright, we'll drop Zeraora. I don't necessarily need to drop Raikou or Pikachu yet. Especially if they have a Mantike. So I think that's it for our first turn. We'll go ahead and end our turn. Alright, see what we're actually going up against. It could be Poliwrath. It's most likely Suicune. But it could be Poliwrath. Could also be Dragonite. Palkia. I wasn't expecting that. It is Suicune. Okay. Energy goes on Palkia. Mantike is gonna ramp up. Suicune. Okay. Let's see what our other Pokeball does for us. Other Raikou. I think now's a good time to use our Repel. I bring Palkia in. I'm very okay with that. So I think I'm going to drop the Pikachu on the bench. I'm going to put my turn energy on Pikachu. And then I'm going to Elemental Switch, take that off of Zeraora onto Tapu. So I can hit for 20. And that way all of my energy goes to Pokemon I want to use. Because I can attach turn energy next turn and do 90. And then we'll knock Palkia out. Leaf! I mean, that's actually fine because we have the Cyrus in our hand. They can't use Irida now. Unless they have a potion. Or Malasada, that Palkia is going down next turn. Alright, Mantike, where are you putting the energy this time? On the other Palkia. Okay. Well, we've got some turns to play. Let's go ahead and knock out this Palkia first. Mach Bolt, 90 type advantage. We're doing 110. Palkia goes down. We're doing 110 to whatever they bring in. So they're in a bad spot. I brought in their Palkia. Maybe they have a Misty? Or what is it? Does Elemental Switch do water as well? It does. They could Elemental Switch themselves. Sabrina. I mean, Zeraora. Okay. Giant caping the Palkia. And he's gonna slash me for 30. Alright. Mars. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to see. So here's the predicament I'm in. I think we just let Zeraora go down and I build the Pikachu on the bench. Because Pikachu on the bench coming in for 150 is going to do 170 to Palkia. And there's no way that they can prevent that. So I think we sacrifice the Zeraora. GG's. Zeraora will go down and then we'll switch into Pikachu and then we'll knock out the Palkia next turn. The whole reason why Pikachu EX is in this deck, so we can come and hit big for 150 in case we get into a situation like this. That was a good Mars. Had we not had everything that we, you know, really needed on the field, that would have been a good Mars. Dimensional Storm, 150. You gonna be nice? You gonna let me smack your Palkia? Or are you gonna concede? Are you gonna let me smack your Palkia? Or are you gonna let me concede? Let me smack your Palkia, bro! Let me smack your Palkia, bro! Alright, here we go. Battle number 2, and we are going second. That's fine. Going up against Electric, double Zeraora. I mean, we'll drop both of them. Why not? Start the battle. Pikachu, little guy. Alright, their turn, see what they do. Lightning versus lightning. Battle of speed. Thunderclap Flash, end of their turn. Alright, and then we get a Repel here. First things first, Professor. Raikou, my dude, and Pikachu. Trying to figure out what to do here. I mean, we're gonna drop the Raikou. I think I'm gonna put my turn energy on the, Nah, I'll just put my turn energy on Raikou, because we can't attack anyway, so. We'll give the one turn, we'll end our turn. I won't drop the Pikachu EX quite yet. Both Zeraoras getting their Thunderclap. 2 live energies on the board. Raikou! Rocky Helmet the Pikachu. Okay, dude. I mean, whatever you want to do, my guy. Alright, so... now is the moment where I switch out into Raikou. And now I use a Repel. Ah, and they chose Aurora. Alright, you know what? That's actually not a horrible choice there. I'm gonna put my electrical cord on Raikou, and I'm gonna drop Pikachu now. So, I think we're in a good spot. We'll go ahead and Voltaic Bullet, and then I'll do 10 points. Do I do the 10 points to the Raikou in the back, or do I do it to the Pikachu? I think I do it to the Raikou in the back, because we know that's coming forward next. 60 points to Aurora. We draw a card. Cyrus is a good card to draw, too. Because if they, yeah, we got damage on 2 of their mons now. Poison Barb. Well, that's not fun. And you Guzma'd me? There's your own Zeraora. Zeraora's gonna hit for 50. Alright. Professor. I'm trying to think here, what do I do? We're bringing in, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and bring in the Raikou here. I'm gonna start building energy on Pikachu. That can only do 60, but if he has a red, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Malasada now, just to take us out of red territory. And we'll go ahead and hit for 60. And then I'll put another 10 points of damage on Zeraora. Legendary Pulse, we draw another card, another Cyrus. Alright, they got the Magnemite. They put the energy on the Magnemite. And they conceded. Yep, okay. This deck is so good, man. It's so freaking good. All right, here we go, our third and final battle. And we're going first. Not necessarily a bad thing, going up against grass. We're going first. We'll start with the Raikou. We'll start with the Raikou, why not? Celebi. The good thing about this deck is we're not playing any evolutions, so. Alright, first things first, Pokeball. Another Raikou. Next things next, Professor. Big Malasada and a Repel. Okay, well, you know what? Legendary Pulse, draw a card. Another Repel. See what else they're playing with Celebi. This could be Celebi, Alolan Executor. Alolan Executor is crazy. We'll find out though. Hey, Professor. Rowlet? What is this deck? Okay. Oh, we're gonna Professor. Mars and Osiris. That's crazy. I'll put the energy on Raikou. It's not doing any harm right now. Dude, there's like nothing really in my hand I really need to do, so we'll end the turn. Legendary Pulse, draw another card. Electrical Cord. Energy on the Celebi, alright. Hand limit. That's cool. It's time to start doing something. We'll drop this, we'll drop that. We'll drop the other Raikou as well. And yeah. Now's a good time to repel. Because whatever they have, I'll take out with Voltaic Bullet, and then I'll put the 10 points of damage on the Celebi, so everything is in one-shot range now. Alright, Oddish goes down. And now we draw our card because, you know, we're not at hand limit anymore. Alright. So they're looking for their Decidueye. Desperately looking for their Decidueye. Pushing up the Celebi. Cherubi. What is this deck you're playing, bro? Celebi hits for 40, not gonna do it, not quite enough. Alright. I'll use a Mars. Why not? They're obviously struggling to find what they're looking for, so we'll help them out just a little bit. And then, you know, same thing like we did last time. We'll repel again, whatever they switch in. We'll one-shot, and then we'll put the 10 damage on Celebi. Voltaic Bullet, 10 damage on Celebi. I imagine Celebi's gonna come back in. Oh, Rowlet! They must have got Decidueye. Man, Pikachu would have been nice to have last turn. They just must really love grass Pokemon. Alright, 20 points to Raikou. I mean, the good thing for them is doing all this, in theory, they live a turn. You know what I mean? However, because of how this deck is set up, we have a Cyrus. We have two Cyruses. Voltaic Bullet. I'll hit this Delmize EX, whatever. 60 points to Celebi. That's 3 points for us. That is a GG. This deck is awesome. We are back in the recap. Here's the deck list one last time. If you made it all the way through, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, let me know what you would change to this deck. And until next time, this has been Griefus saying later.